John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura have only met once in the ring, but it was a contest everyone was talking about for quite some time. Super Cena recently sat down with Edge and Christian on E&C's Pod of Awesomeness, where he discussed how unique of a character Nakamura is. Cena also discussed what the artist needs to do in order to really get over with the fans. In case you didn't know, Shinsuke Nakamura was a rock star in New Japan Pro Wrestling long before he was in NXT or WWE. His Kinshasa finisher had a different name back then, but it was just as brutal. During Nakamura's time in NJPW, he dazzled audiences all over the world with his flamboyant personality and unique presentation. His moveset only went to complement how captivating he was in the ring. Naturally, WWE wanted a piece of Nakamura's magic, so they signed him, and he left New Japan shortly after his classic match against AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom 10. The heart of the matter, John Cena, opened up about Shinsuke Nakamura for a moment on E&C's Pod of Awesomeness. Big match. John praised Nakamura for having a lot of skills and for being so interesting, but in the end, you have to do more than just present an interesting character. I think with Shinsuke Nakamura, and no doubt he's very skilled and extremely interesting, but with a character like him you eventually need to explain what the interesting is. Cena brought up the fact that Nakamura's been working very hard at relating better to the audience by bringing his English skills up to par for his promos. Also, Cena praised the new generation of talent for being so incredibly talented and admitted it makes him look mediocre in comparison. I say this to all the guys, no one we have for the most part is bad with a skill set of professional wrestling. Everyone now, like the bar has been raised so high that I thank you for the props, but I'm like on the low end of being mediocre when it comes to all these guys because they're all so very gifted. John Cena hailed the women in WWE for their incredible ability. He then broke it down concerning Nakamura quite well by explaining what the King of Strong Style really needs to do in order to capture the WWE audience. Shinsuke, I think the allure of Nakamura is he was different and interesting, but the longer he stays on television the more he's gonna have to let the audience in on who he is. What's next? Shinsuke Nakamura is going to keep doing his thing until he achieves everything he wants to in WWE. After all, if he ever decided WWE wasn't the right fit for him, he will surely be able to find a company who would give him better placement on their roster. But as fans get to know Nakamura better, his amazing ability will hopefully transcend any cultural boundaries. He might also find himself holding a major title in WWE sooner than later if he keeps it up. Authors take few people make me mark out like Shinsuke Nakamura. His entrance is magnetic and I can't look away when it's on the screen. I'm also constantly paying attention to see if someone is running up to ambush him ever since Baron Corbin capitalized on the darkness behind Nakamura in the past. John Cena has seen a lot of pro wrestling and he knows what the ingredients are for a winning recipe. Nakamura obviously has a lot of the key things needed in order to create a massive superstar. He just needs to be himself while allowing the WWE Universe to get to know the man behind the YEAOH. John Cena and Shinsuke